Good morning, Year 7. Mrs. Davis here, hoping you're all well and looking forward to a maths lesson. Today we're going to be looking at the median. The median is a form of average which is the middle value in a set of data. So to find the median from a set of data, the first thing we need to do is to put our values here into numerical order. So I'm going to do that now. So I've got a 1, I'm going to cross them off as I go, then I've got a 2, next lowest is 3, 4, 5, 7 and 8, and because I've crossed them through I know I've got them all. Okay, so now I can work from both ends to find the middle number. So if I cross them out as I go, I've got 1 off the lowest end, 1 off the further end. I'm going to change colour here just to make it more obvious. So then I've got 2 and 7, 3 and 5, and the number that I've been left with is 4. So this is the middle value. So I can say that the median is 4. So in this set of data, you'll see we have an even number of numbers. So what are we going to do here? Well, if we carry on as before and rewrite these in numerical order to start off with, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 and 8. So now if we do the same thing, cross off in pairs, get rid of the 2 and the 7, we're left with 3 and 4. So we need to be finding the middle value between 3 and 4, which will be 3.5, 3.5. So the median is 3.5. Now in this instance it was quite simple because there's only one number between the two and we know that it's going to be a halfway between the two. But if we had more tricky numbers, we could add them together and divide them by 2 to find that middle value. So for example, 3 plus 4 divided by 2, 3 plus 4 is 7, divided by 2, which is 3.5. Now it's your turn. I'd like you to have a go at these two questions, so pause the video and then when you have completed the questions you can move on and check your work. And here are the answers. If you're not sure about question 1, did you remember to include the 0 as a term in your list of numbers? Here's 2 more for you to try. So pause the video, move on when you finish them. Here are the answers. So what happens if we are given our data in the form of a frequency table instead of a list? Well, we can turn our data back into a list form, knowing that frequency is the number of instances that something occurs. So we've got 2 lots of 18, 3 19-year-olds, and then we've got 13 lots of 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1 lot of 21. Okay, then we can cross off as we did before in pairs, going from end to end to find our middle value. And as you may have spotted, our middle value is going to be 20. So that is our median. Now this is prone to error, and takes a long time. So there must be a better way of doing this. We can use a different way, and that is by finding the position of the median value using a formula which is n plus 1 divided by 2 equals the position of the median, where n, this value here, n, is the total frequency. So our total frequency here is 19, because we've got 2 plus 3 plus 13 plus 1 makes 19. So in this case we've got 19 plus 1 divided by 2. 19 plus 1 is 20, divided by 2 is 10, and that is the position of our median value in the frequency. So that means that we're looking for when the frequency hits 10. So we've got 2, our cumulative frequency. So 2 add 3 is 5, and we need 5 more. 3 add 5 is 8. So we can see it's going to be in this region here, which means that our median value will be 20. And that is a much quicker method. Let's try another example. So we're going to use our position of a median formula. So we've got n plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to position of a median. So we add up our total frequency, which will give us 11 plus 2 is 13, 18, 22, 23. So we've got 23. 23 plus 1 divided by 2. 23 plus 1 is 24, divided by 2 is 12. So we know that on our 12th frequency value, that will be the shoe size. So it's not going to be shoe size 5, because that only goes up to 2. But 2 plus 11 is 13. So our 12th frequency is in this bracket here. So our median shoe size is equal to 6. Okay, so now it's your turn again. Have a go at these two questions and find the median for the data sets using the method we've just gone through. So pause the video, and when you've completed the questions, then you can restart. Here are your answers. And here's another couple of questions for you to have a go at. And here are the answers. Hopefully you will have shown all of your working in your books or on a piece of paper. So if you could do that and take a picture and send it to me, that would be great, either on Show My Homework or by email. Have a great day. We'll see you next week.